Welcome to CityConnect, the show that brings Shawnee's citizens and government closer together. I'm your host, Ian Hutton. In today's show, we're going to take an inside look at the Shawnee Fire Department. In recent years, it has been recognized as being one of the most outstanding departments in the state of Oklahoma. However, most people are not aware of how fire departments reach out to the community in ways other than just responding to fires and other emergencies. In today's show, we're going to look at how the department manages to maintain a high standard of service to the citizens of Shawnee and how you and I benefit from those efforts. Stay with us here on CityConnect. Welcome back to CityConnect. When the fire station responds to an emergency situation, many factors are involved in how effectively the crews respond and suppress incidents that arise throughout the community. Among these factors are education, better equipped personnel, training, and safeguards such as building codes. When these factors are put effectively to use, the benefits come not just from better emergency response and safety, but possibly right through your pocketbook as well. The Shawnee Fire Department has been in existence since 1892 and currently is made up of 51 personnel servicing 3 different stations around the city. Station 1 is located at 9th and Broadway, while Station 2 is at Independence and Bryan Street. Station 3 is located at the north part of town on the 300 block of East MacArthur. These stations are distributed throughout Shawnee to allow quick response time for crews responding to alarms throughout our community. Station 1 is joined by City Hall and also the Emergency Management Division, led by Director Don Lynch. Don and his staff are primarily responsible for the emergency and disaster preparedness of the community. Prevention and public awareness play an important role in having a city that is safer for everyone to live and work in. Station 2 houses the Fire Marshal's Office, which oversees the Fire Prevention Bureau and incorporates fire inspections, investigations, prevention, and the plan review process. The people that have worked here throughout the years have built a foundation that has helped construct a community with high standards of safeguards for its citizens and emergency personnel. The plan review process is a key component in making sure new structures are built within safety codes that make it easier for citizens to exit buildings and homes quickly during an emergency. It also allows crews to focus on fighting fires without rescue efforts complicating the suppression.
During the plan review process, what we look for in new construction is make sure a building is safe. Make sure that when it's built, it is designed properly for exiting, that it has enough exits for the occupant load. We also look to make sure it has the proper protection, such as fire alarm systems, sprinkler systems. We also want to make sure that the exiting has proper exit lights, emergency lights. This is a process that we work in conjunction with the building department. They will typically look at all of the heating, mechanical, electrical, plumbing, and we will just look at the fire and life safety aspects of the plan review process. We, from time to time, will go out and do routine inspections of current existing businesses, and we'll look for the same things, make sure that what we incorporate in the plan review process is maintained during the life of a business.
One of the biggest areas in fire prevention is public education. Years ago, the fire service began to move from being just a reactive organization to a proactive one. 3 programs in particular have proven very effective in raising the awareness of the community regarding fire prevention.
Our fire prevention program covers many aspects also, and a couple of those are the juvenile fire setter program, and this is obviously when we have a concern about fires being set by those of the younger age. We have a program in place that allows the firefighters or the fire prevention office to bring the juvenile in along with the parent and discuss the issues involved in that, and to try at an early age to change their roles as far as dealing with fire and have a better understanding of what fire actually is and the importance of it and the hazards that go along with it. Another area we deal with is on the opposite is the seniors, and we go out into the various group settings where large groups of seniors, maybe nursing homes, maybe senior assisted living centers and things like that, and focus on two areas of the fire prevention, ensuring that smoke detectors are operating, ensuring that they are taking care of appliances that deal with heat and fire, such as cooking appliances and heating appliances, things like that, that they deal with those properly, and also the high risk that they have of falls, and ensuring that their apartment or their house setting there is well kept, and that the hazards for falls and trips are reduced. So those are two of the areas that the fire prevention focuses heavily on.
One program that comes to the forefront is the fire department's clown program, which is considered one of the best programs in the state and one of the best in the nation. Every October during Fire Prevention Week, the program targets ages kindergarten through 3rd grade, and the program will see approximately 3,000 area students at various schools throughout the week.
Children respond well to the skit. We have a lot of music, we do a lot of education in the skit, and we can have a room of, we have an auditorium of 300 or 400 kids, and when it comes to a critical time, as far as a part of the skit that's really teaching something critical, they're very attentive, and where if you just walk in with in a uniform and go over the same material, you'd lose them in about a minute probably.
When the fire service looks at approaching the community with a proactive element such as Operations Fire Safety, Remembering When, and the Clown program, the questions are always asked by the department itself. Are they more effective in responding to an incident based on training efforts, or do they contribute more to the community if emergencies are prevented from ever occurring through education and awareness projects? In both cases, the City of Shawnee has been well served in efforts to prevent incidents, as well as how effectively the department responds to them. Welcome back. I'm Ian Hutton, and this is CityConnect. The fire department's training and preparation is designed to equip its crews with the necessary skills and equipment to respond effectively to a variety of emergency situations that may arise throughout the city.
One of the important aspects of firefighters' job is to go through different levels of training, and we are involved in many different types of emergencies that we have to respond to, and for each of those emergencies we need to ensure that our people and their skill and training is up to date. Some of those are mandated by law, and some are those that we just want to be the best that we could be in responding and taking care of those emergencies. I would say that we probably average about 120 hours a year per person in different areas of training. A portion of that is in our emergency medical area. Through the national guidelines, they're required to have a certain amount of refresher training. And so we dedicate a certain portion of our training time towards the medical field. Other areas include responding to accidents and having to be trained to cut the people out of the cars using our jaws of life. We spend a significant amount of time basically at the salvage yards working on old wrecked cars and ensuring that our people are trained in the use of those tools.
Attention Shawnee Fire Department, we have a structure fire 1615 Pecan Crossing Drive. 1615 Pecan Crossing Drive have a structure fire.
Suppression is a division of the department made up of 42 personnel. Broken up into 3 different shifts, crews respond to any type of emergency received through 911 calls. Car accidents, structural fires, and wildland fires are just a sample of what the department has to be trained for to respond effectively at a moment's notice.
The fires that they respond to are various in types. Probably the most notable ones that get the most attention are the structure fires, and we probably have less of those than any other type of fire. We also respond out to vehicle fires, We have trash dump fires. And also have to deal with wildland fires. Wildland fires is probably the most difficult and most dangerous for the firefighters because they are so unpredictable, and they cover such a wide variety of area. And the type of land that the firefighters have to work on or work in is many times is pasture land. They have to deal with trees and brush and barbed wire fences, gullies, ravines, and things like this. And then to add that many of these fires are in the middle of the night, it makes it very difficult for them to maneuver through. So these are probably, all in all, the most dangerous fires that the firefighters have to respond to.
Medical emergencies arise within these incidents. So the majority of the personnel are trained to the emergency medical technician level. While being skilled at a nationally recognized standard, some personnel are also trained as high as the paramedic level.
The fire department is licensed to the state health department as a first responder agency. And what this does is allows us to go into the field and assist with the treatment of patients, and many times prior to the arrival of the ambulance service. With the fire departments geographically located in various areas of the city, there's many instances where we do arrive prior to the ambulance service, and in doing so, we're able to begin treatment of the patient before the ambulance gets there.
The Shawnee Fire Department carries about 20 pieces of rolling stock, which vary depending on what type of incidents need response to. Smaller trucks, which are designed more like pickup trucks, are called brush pumpers and are designed to go out in the fields and handle wild and large grass fires. The larger trucks are known as pumpers or tankers, or engines as the crews call them. They're equipped to carry and put out a large amount of water once they tie into fire hydrants. They are primarily used with structure and large business fires. A squad is a truck that carries medical equipment, jaws of life, and other equipment necessary to perform special rescues. For a number of years, the Shawnee Fire Department has been providing response to hazardous material situations. When something hazardous has left its container, it becomes a threat to the community. It can be anything from gasoline leaking from the tank of a car to something more toxic from an overturned semi.
For a number of years, the Shawnee Fire Department's been equipped with a hazardous materials team. And with that team, we were able to respond out to various types of hazardous material incidents. It could be anything from just a small amount of gasoline at a service station that's spilled to a large tanker on the side of the road to an actual hazmat release or hazardous material release inside of an industry. In the past year, we have been fortunate enough to receive a trailer and truck from the Office of Homeland Security in the state of Oklahoma that has taken the place of our older hazmat unit. This truck is valued at $450,000. It came to us fully equipped with all types of instrumentation that's necessary for monitoring and sampling different types of hazardous materials. This is going to be a tremendous addition to our department, both for the citizens and us, our capabilities in responding out to those scenes, and for the safety of our firefighters and having the most up-to-date equipment to use when they do have to respond.
The department and its crews also respond to all types of special rescues that you may not see occur every day. Personnel need to respond professionally and efficiently in a variety of circumstances. This would include confined space rescues, which is any type of rescue that is below ground or in a place that is not normally set up for occupancy. An underground tank or ditch that is caved in requires special equipment and training for crew members. High-angle rescues are where a person needs to be rescued from the top of a building or tower or something at a high level. The department has the expertise and equipment to deal with these incidents, to safely bring people and even animals down from high places if needed.
The Shawnee Fire Department is in the business to respond to the needs of the citizens, and the easiest way for us to do that obviously would be if we never had to go at all, and that is one aspect that we have tried to cover through prevention. We certainly want to educate the citizens on the ways that they can prevent a fire from happening, the ways they can prevent themselves from being injured, and anything else that we, on a typical day, would have to respond to.
One of the most important topics we cover in child safety is the proper use of child car seats. I have an 18-month-old child with me today, and I'm going to show you how we put him into a car seat and properly install it into the vehicle. First, you want to make sure you have the proper size car seat for the proper use for that child. Next, you want to make sure that you have the harness routed correctly through the right area. Then, before you put the car seat in the vehicle, place the child in the car seat and make sure that everything is adjusted to that child. This retaining clip needs to be right at the armpit level, and this harness needs to be tight, but just snug enough that it's not too uncomfortable for the child. Now we can take him back out and actually put the car seat into the vehicle. Okay, now that I've routed the seat belt through the back of the car seat, simply fasten it to the car seat belt and pull it snug. Now I need to actually put my weight into the car seat to make it snug. Make sure the seat belt is in the locking position and just pull out the excess slack. When it's properly fitted, the car seat should not move more than an inch. Now I can place the child back into the car seat because it's already properly fitted for his size. Just fasten him in and he's ready to go.
We hope you have learned more about Shawnee's Fire Department and the city's efforts to keep the community safer through prevention and awareness programs. Education, prevention, suppression, and emergency management all work together for a safer environment for us as citizens. I'm Ian Hutton, and this has been CityConnect, the show helping bring Shawnee's citizens and government closer together. Thanks for watching.